Well, I got a new list of grants. These are all new grants too that I just found in the last couple of days. So, I mean, you may have heard me earlier. I was on a live stream a couple hours ago, and really talking to people about how to get the best help in help for grants, particularly with us, because we have so many people coming on board now, and I'm afraid we're losing them if we don't take care of them correctly. And so I'm looking really to add to their patience on how we work and to understand how we work and how we could help you the best. Because what you get with us is just 24/7. Ask us as many personal questions about getting grants as you possibly can. We just can't answer them in 3 minutes. Like, like if you're paying $5,000, so it's only $5. I mean, $20 a month, and you can ask as many as you want. And all the reports we give you for free. And don't forget, if you don't like us, just say you want a refund. That's okay. I just want to educate as many people as I can before I die about all this stuff that's out there. It may not be as easy as you like to get it, and some things are easy, but other things may take rolling up your sleeves, and that's what we help with, and that's what all the staff does, and in a loving way. And that's what I'm really interested in now, is showing how we could love each other, so we don't, you know what I mean. All I know is that at my age, the more I love, the more my heart grows, and that's sort of the nicest thing to happen in life. And we don't value that as much for some. We always want to pile up money in the basement or something like Scrooge McDuck. So let me get on to today's grants for 2011. Actually, I just came back after 2 days. With a new grandchild we have. They live about 2 hours away, up in the woods. They're woods people. They're out of this crazy urban life here, and it's really, and actually the cost of living is just a fraction of what it costs. I mean, it's real good, particularly if you're a digital nomad and can make money on the internet, which you can, and that's what we help people do too. But let me get into these grants right away, and remember, I'm going to put the list, all the links that I talk about are going to be in the description below, wherever you're watching this, on YouTube or Instagram, and of course on our web and our membership site, which is Let's Go Help Too. So all the links are there. And I'll put them out there. Actually, I'll put them on Let's Go Help Too now. So don't forget, because I have to put them on the other ones after I finish. So I have to close the thing and then put all the links on there after we're closed. So come back, 20 minutes after the thing is over, and it should be there. If I forget, I'll do it in the morning. Send me a lot of nasty notes so I don't forget. I've been learning a lot. Oh, wonderful. Really appreciate you. And well, I mean, that's what I want to do to everybody, is hope that I teach them a lot, or they can learn a lot from me. And again, if you don't think you got your money's worth, that's okay. We'll give you the money no matter what it is. And make sure you take 2 reports with you. One is called the Let's Go Meta Report. I'm trying to think, maybe I could get that in. Well, maybe I'll do that later for the Let's Go Help members. And the other one is your 500 mini grant report that shows you 500 grants in your state for any area of interest, whether it's paying your debt off, or getting out of debt, paying your bills, starting a business, or housing, or healthcare, anything. I show you just for your state. Now, this is gold to me, but I'm biased, so you can't trust me. Anybody selling you anything, that means everybody on the internet, you can't trust them. And that's why the rule of thumb, to eliminate as much as that as possible, because you can't eliminate 100%, I'd say 99% or 95%, is by only, if you don't know the subject very well, is you only use websites that are either .gov, G-O-V, or .org, O-R-G. And they're the people that help people for free. They already got money, they don't have to get money from you, so you're safe, okay? Anybody in Google are all trying to make money because they gotta pay Google. So they gotta get money from you. And advertising, no matter how much you say, it's really can't be clear enough. And that's why I like giving a lot for free so people have an understanding of what's involved and what's going on, because this is your country. These are all your programs. They're not mine. I have nothing to do with them. I just tell you what's out there, and point you in the right direction to start applying, because the people who get the most out of this are the rich people. They know how to use this system, man. I mean, and that's how I started learning. They taught me about it because I was hungry and wanted to get paid. So I'd find anything for them. And I thought, boy, what I was doing was helping millionaires become billionaires with government programs. So I had enough of that. So now that's why I only charge $20. So let's get into it. Okay, here's a program. It's called the Federal Home Loan Bank Board. Federal Home Loan Banks, and their website, and all the links will be in the description below. FHLBANKS.com. Now it's a .com, but this is a government subsidized service, and they're really a bank of bankers, and they give grants too because they're subsidized by the government. Now what they're doing is they have a program. And there's 6 of these regional banks all over that work with banks in their region. So they're like a brokerage with government money and all kind of investment money that they give to other banks. So you have to go to them to find out what banks have this program. And this program is now, they have like 2 or 3 programs that give up to $20,000 a grant to help you buy a home. $20,000. Now that's a big down payment chunk, for a lot of people. So but they also help you with business, and it's different in every area, and every regional has it different. But a lot of them have grants. A lot of them have grants for investors that you want to be a real estate investor. You always talk about, well, this is one of the places you got to know about. And so that's the bank. Now this is the Pittsburgh area bank. Now that's that area, the Home Loan Bank Board for Pittsburgh area. They're the programs I'm talking about. All the other 5 or 6 or whatever they are have separate like this, but they're probably a little different. So you got to check where you are, and the Home Loan Bank Board, Federal Home Loan Bank, in your area, and see what their programs are. Then they will get you to a local bank that has that grant. See, now this is the first time that banks will give grants if the government's giving it to them. Otherwise, you never get a grant. So that's one. That's $20,000 there. Here's another very interesting thing. There is a program that Biden came out with called maybe it was before Biden. I don't know. I forget. The State Small Business Credit Initiative. Write that down. That's very important. There's a whole new ton of money for entrepreneurs. State Small Business Credit Initiative. Now I'll have it there. It's from the Treasury Department that gives money to every state to encourage low-income businesses, new business startups that are low income, and trying to get money out there. Now here's one place that's doing it is, I think this is in Arkansas. They're giving money. Listen to this. They have $2 million to take very small businesses, not just small business, because a small business can go up to 400 people, according to the SBA anyway. But they're taking very small businesses, a couple of people working in their garage, or you in your bedroom, or something like that. And what they have money for is to not help you start and grow and everything, but they're going to give you mentoring for 5 years. That's right, 5 years. So they're gonna make sure you grow that goddamn business no matter what. They're not letting you out of their sight. Now that is something amazing. Now this is all free. And remember, this is all free. And these people have been doing it for a long time. So these are professionals. These are nonprofit organizations that manage this money. The government gives the money to nonprofit organizations locally to help them do that. So you're getting money to start your business, and you're getting the mentoring help for five years, not a 30-minute call and you're gone. Bim, bam, thank you, ma'am. No, they want to make sure you start it. And that's what's important, that you know of programs like this, okay? So that's it. I have the list here for that program, doing that, and then at the Department of Treasury, so you understand what the program is. Every state has it, and to find out what is in your state, a good place to start. Actually, all your elected officials are always good, particularly on the national level. Or you go to sba.gov, and then / local assistance to start finding local organizations like this one I'm talking about in Arkansas, because things like this are happening all over the country. It's not only in Arkansas. I mean, it's like so many people on YouTube say, oh, why don't you cover Omaha or Kansas or whatever it is. I'm showing you an example. Then you have to do the work to find out what kind of things like this are where you live. That's all about. So that's 2 million there. Okay. Okay, here's $367 million that they just passed in Oregon for new housing. So this is an opportunity. Not only that, I put this in, a lot of you probably won't do this unless you want to be a real estate investor. So now you know you live in Oregon. They have almost $500 million that are going to be available for you to build houses for people, particularly low and moderate income people. And that's what it is. So if you want to be an investor like that, or in addition, you're looking for a deal on a house, this is going to be a deal on the house, right? Because the government's subsidizing this whole thing. It's not some developer say, I raise money and everybody has to make profit. No, the government's not going to make profit. They're putting in $500 million, not to make a profit, but to get you housing for free or cheaper, if not for free. And that's what the government's all about, is giving you a cheaper alternative than you'll find in Google. So you have to know about things like this coming on in your area. How do you do that? Keep your nose to the ground, get on the mailing list of elected officials, because they love bragging about things they're doing for voters. See, they want to brag to voters all the work they're doing to get money to you, so you vote for them. That's why they're your ticket to a lot of places. And they're all different, so you can't guarantee anything, okay? So that's, boy, a lot of housing money there. This is interesting, that their advertisement I saw in a county in South Carolina, they're giving free rides to work or to daycare. You know why? Because transportation is so important, particularly if you don't live in an urban environment like I do. I walk to everywhere. I hardly use transportation, but need a car to get there. And particularly if it's for work, job training, or getting kids to daycare so you can get to work, okay? So they're giving free transportation. See, there's things like this going on everywhere. So you're sitting there, your car's broke, you don't know what the hell to do, and you can't get anywhere. See, the government tries to figure these things out so they can help with that. And you don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. But there's ways to find out, okay? A way to find out, okay, what kind of transportation is like this is available where you live? One of my favorite places is findhelp.org, okay? Findhelp.org. You go there, and like in my area, I put in transportation, and I have 20 nonprofit organizations that give free transportation or help you pay for transportation, bus passes or money to get your car out of hock or whatever it is, to make sure you get transportation to get to work and be a contributing taxpayer. That means you have a job and a work and take care of your kids, okay? And then I put Tampa in there. There's 17 in Tampa. So I live in Metro Washington, D.C., so that's a big one. Tampa's a little smaller, still 17. I mean, and also money to buy cars could be in this thing too. So money to fix up cars, that's a lot of time, that's in this keyword. Here's an interesting thing I found. New York needs firemen, volunteer firemen, particularly in low, small towns and things like this. Now they're giving you $2,500, $1,000, not $2,500, $1,250 to train to be a volunteer fireman, okay? Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, if you're young and athletic, and actually I just read another article somewhere that being a fireman is the most, the sturdiest job we have, man. You're into building muscles and confidence and everything. Man, get out there and be a fireman, and they'll pay you to be there. And this is a volunteer, so it's sort of neat. So that's it. Now here's another interesting thing is people are getting, there's pet food pantries. You know how we have pantries for people who are need food around the country? Well, pet food. We have pet food pantries too now. So you could go to local pet food pantry to get food. And so the article here tells you about how the growing demand in pet food is expensive. Taking care of pets is expensive. You have a veterinarian bill, that's expensive and all that. So here's how to get grants for all your pet help problems because you got to pay those bills. Okay. Again, you go to findhelp.org and you put in pets, and you'll have pet food pantries. You have getting spayed and neutered for free, or veterinarian help for free. And there's a good listing here. It's called, and Tammy put up a thing about pet care. Yeah, that's our report on pet care. And that's great, Tammy. Thank you so much. The Humane Society. HumaneSociety.org has a great listing of how to find money for all your pet expenses that you can't pay, okay? So that's HumaneSociety.org, okay? And then you put /resources and then / are you having trouble affording your pet? Actually, maybe easier if you just go to Google and put HumaneSociety.org, are you having trouble affording your pet? Okay, are you having trouble affording your pet? And you put that in, and it's a terrific collection, of sources, and you'll see there's probably 50 or so. And the report that Tammy just put up, we have hundreds of these places where you could get. Now, how to cut things like, the veterinarian, you have medical practices where people go to school to study to be a veterinarian. They treat pets for free. So there's one in probably every state, and that's a great place too. But there's other things. There's nonprofit organizations, a lot of people. There's a lot of GoFundMe just set up for pets, so you have other pet lovers, helping you pay that bill, and that's important. What else? Oh, here's another thing. I heard a report the other day. Cities that have more pets than they do children. Cities with more pets than children. This is what's happening. I think what's happening is that younger people, particularly. I mean, like I have a building here. Half the building has a pet in it. And they're a lot of single or married. It's only like one bedroom apartment is the biggest thing here, so there's not a whole lot of families. But urban is like that. So a lot of cities are like that, where people can't afford children anymore because it costs so much. And they have a pet, something to love. We all want to love. See, that's what I'm trying to get Let's Go Help. Is it Let's Go Help for lovers. And that's it. So remember, if you're dealing with us, we're going to give you everything you want. Now, we can't give you a grant. Well, actually, we give our own grants, but can't guarantee you get a grant. Nobody can guarantee you get a grant, okay, except the people giving you money. And we can't even give you a guarantee. We'll give you one of our grants because it's we have thousands of people, and we give out, 500, 600 grants a day. I don't know, I forget already. We're growing so much, and it's nice. But it's the help. I mean, and the help really, when you can't get things, that's when you need help. That's what I want to make sure, that you realize. You come back, you try something that we give you, and it doesn't work. You got to come back and ask again. That doesn't work. You got to come back and ask again. I mean, it is like learning to walk. This is something you haven't done before. And so, like when you learn to walk, I mean, I watch we have 2 young grandchildren, one at each of the boys that are just learning to walk again. And you walk them, and you see them get up on shaky little legs and fall on their ass. And they keep doing that. And that's how they learn to walk. And the problem is, when you're a grown-up, you want to just be like a horse and just get up and gallop away. But not, you're a human. And you got to learn how to do that. Trial and error, falling on your butt. It may be easy, and you may do it easy. But if you don't, you just can't give up. And that's the most important thing. I got to get somebody said there, one of my cameras here. There, say, hey, let's go. You better put the juice on. Okay. So I put on the juice. Yeah, okay. And so that's it. That's why we want to be here when you don't have you can't get an answer, and then stop. I mean, there's so many ways. I mean, people, we have on Facebook, you can ask us, and when you ask a question on Facebook, you don't see it there because you'll see it after we answer it, okay? And that usually takes a day or so to do it. On Let's Go Help 2, which is where I'm broadcasting now, I don't on Facebook, but I guess I should. Is that we have something called the question corner. And that's where you put your question in. And just do it every hour if it has to. After you get an answer and you follow that, and that doesn't make sense, you know what the hell you're talking about, that's okay, we're all stupid. That's all right. And this is new. And we don't want you to feel that you're stupid. No, because it may take some effort. And we're not good at making it so easy. I've been studying this for 50 years almost, and it's because the government is so complicated. If we started the government today, then we could put all the grants where they should be. But it isn't. It's laid on top of each other, and then some of these grants are 50 years old or more. And then some are 4 days old. And some are coming tomorrow, and they all say, well, why don't we do this? Well, this sounds like a good place to do it. We'll do it from here. It makes no sense, when you're looking at it, but it makes sense when you're looking at the easiest way to do something. And unfortunately, not fortunately, we have to live with the government we have, not the government we wish we had. So if you want these grants, you have to live with the government we do have, not the one we wish we had, okay? Here's another interesting thing that the government is spending advertising money, which it rarely does, and it's spending it to advertise seniors are not taking advantage of a free healthcare option for seniors. And so they're actually spending, I mean, that's amazing to me. They're spending that much money, like $10 million for people to make sure they know about that free healthcare, that for older Americans. Statement assistance for the on the way for low-income older Americans. So it's all the seniors that are of low income are going to get a lot more health care available. Now there's something called, let me see if I can get that. I wanted to have it in here. SHIP, SHIP Help, SHIP, HELP, okay? If you're a senior and need information about this new program or anything else, you go to SHIPHELP.org. Okay, SHIPHELP.org, and you put in your state, and you'll find free experts that help you through this process. And remember, they're not going to sell you anything. The problem a lot of time with Obamacare or healthcare.gov is that a lot of the companies are there, and they're going to just sell you the shit that they want to sell you. It's hard to get an unbiased overview of what you should really do. And the only way you do that is talking to not people selling you something, but either government experts that know about this stuff or nonprofit organizations that know about this stuff. And they're the people you want to talk to. So stay away from anybody with a .com. I mean, I'm not saying they're all bad or anything, but what the hell? You can't trust it because you're not well enough. You're not. They're just too good. They're too good at selling, and so you don't stand a chance. So getcha. Here's the people that get you too: TurboTax and H&R Block. Okay, they just this year. If you're using them, they have a chat bot, okay? They have a chat bot, and they're giving answers to tax problems on a chat bot. Here's a story that was in the Washington Post today. And here's what it says. TurboTax and H&R Block now use AI for tax advice, okay? It's awful. So, it's awful. I mean, I think H&R Block and TurboTax are awful because they're telling you need them and you don't to fill out any kind of tax, but that's another issue. This is so this is, don't trust me on this article because I'm biased about them. So you might get some more information yourself besides me. But they get a study, they've called them up, and it's a big, long article. And when you ask the chat a question, you get 50% of the time on TurboTax, you get the wrong answer. So they're going to send you to jail faster than you think you would ever send you to jail. 50% wrong, okay? And H&R Block was 30% wrong, So wow, So that's why the people that, there's too many good sources for free, And you may have to wait. In tax season, you got to wait at H&R Block anyway. But you got to wait to pay them $400 or $300 that you didn't have to. But again, I'm biased, so don't trust me. Go out and get your own information. And but here I have I put all these links here in the bottom on how not to use them, and it shows you because actually TurboTax were scamming people up the yin yang, and they worked a deal out with the IRS that they would help them do taxes for free for people as long as the IRS didn't do it. Well, what TurboTax got around that and started charging people for that and getting it just through marketing gimmicks and everything, and not getting it to pay. I mean, I think it's just a pity that we have to pay taxes to give money to the government to pay somebody to figure that out. So if you're willing to learn a system where you don't, I have all the links in the bottom, and it shows you about the government now is even giving free to 13 states now. The IRS will online fill out all your taxes for free in both federal and state. Now also I have places where you can get free appointments from IRS experts on filling out taxes. And you can make an appointment at a local office or online or whatever it is, and it's all online. You can fill out. I have all the websites in the description below. Also, who to contact at the IRS if you have trouble paying your taxes. And there's two ways. If you're in financial trouble or you owe too much money back paid and can't pay that. We have a member who delightful young lady who owed $50,000 and got it down through to $10,000. Now, she was talking to all kind of accountants that wanted to do it for her and charge $5,000 or whatever. No, that would be $5,000 less she would have gotten. And she just did it herself and did it all and got 90% given out. So I have all these links, and to get other free tax help, see, every tax section, there's a lot of nonprofit organizations that will do your taxes for free locally. To find those, you go to 211.org or findhelp.org. And just put in taxes, and usually it's, at this time of year, it's on their front page because they know a lot of people do that. And, the library will know about that stuff too. So all these links that I talked about will be in the description below. Let's help some people here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, I see. Where'd you go? Okay, here you go. Okay, Julia, live, went office for me as well. Went offline for me. Oh, I see. Yeah, I took something else, and I guess, blah, 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 blah. Okay, where else? I'm going to get free service for taxes this year. I like the lady that does my taxes, but I'm going to say, yes, again, that's a personal thing. I can't tell other people how to live their lives. I don't even know how to live my own life, so don't trust me. I could just tell you about stuff I know that can maybe help. I always need a human to verify information or tap into, yes. Is that the same place to find assistance to help seniors to pay their medication? They can help with that, but a best way, Laura, besides the SHIP help, that's for health care and medications, they would be, but it's mostly Medicare. But the other place to pay for prescriptions, I'm going to put it in the chat here on Let's Go Help 2. You want to go to Needy, Needy, meds, meds.org. They have a whole prescription thing, and people, to get the grants for prescription, they show you people that will fill out the forms for you for free and everything. So it's a wonderful source for anything with med. They'll show you free clinics for, I don't think they have vets though, veterinary clinics. They're mostly people, free dental, free and low-cost dental and stuff like that. So we'll cover that. Let's see, who else we got here? Marcia, do we have free service taxes? Okay. Like that, is that the place where we find assisted procedures pay medication? No. Charity, I asked the company that's representing me at my asset administration law judge hearing this month if they could reach out to my district court, and she didn't know who or what I was talking. See, that's just so stupid. Why wouldn't they want to help? Well, because they want to charge more because you're, yeah, I mean, particularly professionals like that. I mean, see, they could charge higher prices if they make it all on a secret. Why wouldn't they want to help me? Especially, I requested, I can't talk to anyone since I've got representation. Oh, I see. Well, you could talk to your elected official, and actually, to me, if they don't get what you need, I would document this and use it as an argument to tell. See, they're regulated. Lawyers are, and they hate to have letters bad about them in the people that regulate them, because that could put them out of business. So document this now while you're thinking of it, so you may have to use it if they screw you up later. Okay. But still, call your representative. He can talk to you, but they can't represent you at the hearing or whatever it is. I guess that's it. But for help and things like that, and find another person that doesn't charge to help you review what this one is doing. You know what I mean, Charity? Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, because there's a lot of nonprofits that do that. Okay. Are there grants to create nonprofits to create grants? Yes. And we have a report on starting a nonprofit. Maybe it's in the Meta Grant report. Let me see if I can find that easy. I got so many goddamn tabs open. Oh my goodness, look at all the tabs I got open. Oh, maybe, no, not that one. Where are you? Where, maybe that one? Yes, maybe, yes, we're a tabby. Okay, yeah, the Meta Grant report has a thing about starting a nonprofit, and you get all free help. Don't become a nonprofit before you talk to free help to become a nonprofit. So look at this in there first. Let's see where. Is that share maybe? Yeah, share, like Sunny and share, right? Copy link. Okay, now we gotta find you again. I find you, okay. Here is the Meta Grant report, okay? And go down, and it listed two places. One in number 5 on how to start a nonprofit or a business or anything. And then later on, I think we talk about this again, and it's down there. So there's 2 places to look for that. And I'll send you that. Okay, Tammy. Oh, there's 10 ways to get grants free now. Oh, that Tammy. See, she's always at me, man. See, I'm getting old. I can't keep up with Tammy anymore. Damn it. I have a live schedule in 10 minutes. Okay, let Sabrina take care of you, okay? Guys, she's going to be live in 10 minutes. So you want to go and get another soda or coffee or an eclair or whatever. Yeah, like getting a second opinion, Morgan. That's exactly it, Megan. And what else? Did you get what I sent to that your nonprofit, Megan? If you didn't, let me know, because maybe I sent it to the wrong place. Okay, I'm gonna say adios, and you guys have fun with Sabrina. She'll hold your hand and take you through this stuff. And I guess Charity may be there too. And who else is gonna be there? Tammy. Good. See you guys. Love you. Thanks.